Welcome to your English era.
Your place to learn English and sound like a native speaker.
This is not just a podcast, this is your era. Let's get into today's episode.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Adam. If you're new here, welcome. This is a space where you can listen to real, natural English conversations and actually understand what native speakers say.
Today we're talking about something super everyday. How to talk about your weekend. Sounds simple, right?
You'd think so, but there's a big difference between saying I was at home and actually sounding natural and fluent when you describe your weekend.
Exactly. So today we're going to have a real conversation, use natural expressions, and along the way we'll point out the phrases you should steal and use yourself.
And we really mean steal. Take them, use them, make them yours.
That is exactly how language learning works. You hear something, you like it, you use it.
And eventually, it just becomes part of how you speak naturally.
Precisely. So today's episode is perfect for B2 and C1 learners who want to sound more fluent and natural.
But honestly, even if you are at B1, you will find a lot of useful stuff here too.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get into it. Adam, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was really good actually. I didn't do anything crazy, just kind of recharged, you know.
I love that. Sometimes you just need one of those weekends.
Exactly. I slept in on Saturday, which I never get to do during the week, and then just hung around the house for a bit.
Nice. Did you end up going out at all?
Yeah, Saturday evening I met up with a couple of friends. We just grabbed some food and walked around the neighborhood. Nothing planned, which was kind of the point.
That sounds perfect. Sometimes the unplanned stuff turns out to be the best.
100%. What about you? How was yours?
Mine was a little more eventful, honestly. I had a lot going on.
Oh yeah, like what?
So Friday night, I went to this art exhibition downtown. My friend basically dragged me there. I wasn't really in the mood, but I ended up having a great time.
See, that's always how it works.
Always, you drag yourself out and then you're glad you went. So we were there for a couple of hours, and then we went for drinks after. We were out until like midnight, which for me is pretty late on a weekday.
Wait, Friday counts as a weekday for you.
I mean, I still have to be up early on Saturdays sometimes. So kind of yeah.
Fair enough. So then what Saturday you were recovering?
A little bit, yeah. I had a slow morning. Made coffee, read for a while, just eased into the day.
That's the dream, honestly.
It really is. And then in the afternoon, I did some errands, nothing exciting, and in the evening, I cooked a proper meal at home. Like actually cooked, not just threw something in the microwave.
Okay, what did you make?
Pasta, but like from scratch, with a proper sauce and everything.
Look at you, that counts as an accomplishment.
It absolutely does.
Okay, let's pause here for a second because there were some really good expressions in that conversation.
Yes, let's break them down one by one, so our listeners can really absorb them.
The first one is, I didn't do anything crazy. This means you had a relaxed, low-key weekend. Nothing wild or exciting happened.
You can use this when someone asks about your weekend and you want to say it was quiet. Just say, I didn't do anything crazy, just relaxed at home.
Super natural, super common. Native speakers say this all the time.
The next one is, I recharged. This means you recovered your energy. Like a phone battery, you were running low and now you are full again.
I love this expression. It perfectly describes those weekends where you just need to rest and do nothing.
You can say, I had a quiet weekend, just recharged. Or, I really needed to recharge after such a busy week.
Then we had, I slept in. This means you woke up later than usual. You stayed in bed longer than normal.
During the week, most people wake up early for work or school. But on weekends, you can sleep in. You can stay in bed until 9, 10, even 11 o'clock.
And there is no guilt about it. Sleeping in on a Saturday is one of life's greatest pleasures.
100%. Then we had hung around. This means you stayed somewhere without a specific purpose. You were just there, relaxing, passing time.
I hung around the house means I was at home, not doing anything in particular. Just existing, you know.
Just existing. I love that. Then we had met up with. This means you arranged to see someone. You got together with a friend or a group of people.
It is slightly more casual than the word met. If you say I met my friend, it sounds a bit formal. If you say I met up with my friend, it sounds more natural and relaxed.
Great distinction. Use met up within casual conversation, and you will immediately sound more natural.
Then grabbed some food. This is very casual and very common. It means you ate somewhere, usually quickly and informally.
You can grab food at a restaurant, a food truck, a fast food place, anywhere really. The word grab makes it sound spontaneous and casual.
Not a fancy dinner reservation. Just, hey, let's grab some food.
Exactly, and then, nothing planned, which was kind of the point. This is a beautiful expression. It means the lack of plans was intentional. You wanted a free, unstructured time.
Sometimes the best weekends are the ones with no agenda, no schedule, no plans.
And when someone asks what you did, you can say, nothing planned, which was kind of the point. It sounds so natural and relaxed.
Okay, continuing with the conversation. Sarah, you mentioned Sunday. What happened on Sunday?
Sunday was genuinely chill. I called my mom in the morning. We talked for like an hour and a half.
Oh wow, that's a long call.
We had a lot to catch up on. And then I watched a movie in the afternoon, just kind of lay on the couch and did nothing.
Perfect Sunday.
Honestly, one of my best. What about you? Any highlights from your Sunday?
Sunday, I went for a run in the morning. I've been trying to get back into a routine, so that felt good.
Nice. How long have you been trying to get back into running?
Oh, on and off for months. I'll go like 3 times one week and then completely fall off the next.
Yeah, that's incredibly relatable.
It's a whole thing. But Sunday I actually did it, so I'm counting that as a win.
100%. Small wins matter.
After the run, I made a big breakfast, eggs, toast, the works, and then spent the afternoon watching some football. So overall, pretty solid weekend.
Sounds like it.
Okay, let's break down these new expressions too.
Yes, the first one is genuinely chill. Genuinely means truly, really, without exaggeration. And chill means relaxed, calm, no stress.
So genuinely chill means truly relaxed. Not just a little relaxed. Completely, authentically relaxed.
You can use genuinely with lots of adjectives to make them stronger. Genuinely happy, genuinely tired, genuinely surprised.
It adds a layer of authenticity to what you are saying, like you really mean it.
Then, catch up on. This means to talk about things that happened since the last time you spoke. When you haven't seen or talked to someone in a while, you catch up.
We had a lot to catch up on means there was a lot to talk about. A lot had happened since the last conversation.
You can also say, let's catch up soon, or we need to catch up. Very natural and very common.
Then lay on the couch. This is the past tense of lie, as in to lie down. In spoken English, people often say lay instead of lay down.
This is actually a really common point of confusion, even for native speakers. But in casual spoken English, lay on the couch is completely normal and natural.
Just know it and use it. Don't overthink it.
Then, any highlights. Highlights are the best moments of something, the most memorable, enjoyable parts.
If someone asks any highlights from your weekend, they want to know the best thing that happened, the most interesting or fun moment.
You can answer with, the highlight was definitely, and then describe the best moment.
Then on and off. This means inconsistently. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. There is no regular pattern.
I exercise on and off means sometimes I exercise regularly, and sometimes I completely stop. It goes in cycles.
Very relatable for most people, honestly.
Then fall off. This means to stop doing something that you were doing regularly. You were on track and then you fell off.
I fall off every time I try to build a habit. I do great for 2 weeks, and then suddenly I fall off completely.
Same honestly. Then, counting that as a win. This means you are treating something, even something small, as a success. You are giving yourself credit for it.
This is such a healthy mindset. Not every win has to be huge. Small wins count too.
And finally, the works. This means everything, all the extras. A full breakfast with the works means eggs, toast, bacon, fruit, orange juice, everything.
You can use this in many contexts. A pizza with the works, a burger with the works. It just means everything included.
Great expressions, everyone. Now let's talk about something really practical.
Yes, how to ask follow-up questions about someone's weekend. Because a lot of learners only know, how was your weekend? And then they freeze.
Right, they don't know what to say next. The conversation dies.
So here are the best follow-up questions you can use to keep the conversation going naturally.
The first one is, did you end up doing anything fun? This is great when you already know the person had plans, or when you just want to open the conversation.
End up is a really useful phrasal verb here. It suggests something happened as a result or conclusion. Did you end up going? Did you end up staying home?
The second follow-up question is, how did that go? This is super useful after someone mentions something specific. They say, I had a job interview. You say, oh really, how did that go?
Short, natural, and shows you are genuinely interested. How did that go works in almost any situation.
The third one is, was it worth it? This is perfect after something the person wasn't sure about. They say, I went to that new restaurant even though it was expensive. You say, was it worth it?
It invites them to give their opinion and keeps the conversation flowing naturally.
The fourth follow-up question is, what was the highlight? We already talked about highlights. This question gets people talking about the best part of their experience.
People love talking about the best moments, so asking what was the highlight almost always leads to an interesting answer.
The fifth one is, did you manage to relax at all? This is especially good for busy people. You know your friend has been stressed lately. You ask, did you manage to relax at all this weekend?
Manage to mean succeed in doing something. It implies it might have been difficult. Did you manage to relax implies you know relaxing can be hard for that person.
Very thoughtful question. Shows empathy and understanding.
And the sixth follow-up question is one of my personal favorites. So what did you get up to?
Oh, I love that one. It is very natural British English. Get up to means what did you do? What activities did you do?
So what did you get up to this weekend? Very casual, very natural, very fluent sounding.
If you use that expression, people will immediately think, wow, their English sounds really natural.
Now let's talk about the other side. When someone asks you about your weekend and you want to buy time or respond naturally without just saying, it was good, thanks.
Because that answer is fine, but it is also kind of boring, and it kills the conversation.
Instead, try these. The first one is, oh, it was actually pretty good. The word actually adds a nice natural feel. It suggests maybe you weren't expecting it to be good, but it was.
The second one is, honestly, kind of a mixed bag. Mixed bag means some things were good and some things were not so good. A mix of positive and negative.
This is such a natural and interesting answer. It immediately invites the other person to ask, oh, really, what happened?
Much better than just saying, it was okay.
The third expression is, low-key amazing. Low-key means quietly without making a big deal of it. Something was better than expected, but you don't want to brag about it.
So instead of saying, my weekend was absolutely incredible and amazing, you say it was low-key amazing. More modest, more natural.
Native speakers use low-key all the time. Low-key tired, low-key excited, low-key obsessed with this new show.
It is a very useful and very trendy expression. Use it and you will sound very natural and current.
Now let's do a little practice section. I am going to ask you some questions, and our listeners can pause and think about how they would answer.
Great idea. Okay, listeners, pause after each question and think about your answer in English. Ready?
First question, how was your weekend?
Pause and think. How would you answer naturally without just saying, it was good?
Second question, did you end up doing anything fun?
Again, pause and practice your answer.
Third question, what was the highlight of your weekend?
Take your time. Think about the best moment and describe it in English.
And the fourth question, did you manage to relax at all?
This one is interesting because sometimes the honest answer is, not really, no.
And that is completely fine. You can say, honestly, not really. It was a pretty hectic weekend. Hectic means very busy and chaotic.
Or you can say, kind of, yeah, I had a slow Sunday at least.
See, there are so many natural ways to answer. You just need to know the vocabulary and the expressions.
And that is exactly what this podcast is here for. To give you that vocabulary and those expressions.
Let's do a quick review of everything we covered today. Are you ready, listeners?
First, I didn't do anything crazy. Means you had a relaxed, quiet weekend.
Second, I recharged. Means you recovered your energy.
Third, I slept in. Means you woke up later than usual.
Fourth, hung around. Means you stayed somewhere without a specific purpose.
Fifth, met up with. Means you arranged to see someone casually.
Sixth, grabbed some food. Means you ate somewhere informally and spontaneously.
Seventh, nothing planned, which was kind of the point. Means the lack of plans was intentional.
Eighth, genuinely chill. Means truly and completely relaxed.
Ninth, catch up on. Means to talk about things that happened since you last spoke.
10th, on and off. Means inconsistently, sometimes yes and sometimes no.
11th, fall off. Means to stop doing something you were doing regularly.
12th, counting that as a win. Means treating something small as a success.
13th, the works. Means everything, all the extras.
14th, how did that go? A natural follow-up question after someone mentions something specific.
15th, was it worth it? Perfect for asking someone's opinion about an experience.
16th, did you manage to relax at all? Shows empathy and keeps the conversation going.
17th, what did you get up to? Very natural British English way to ask what someone did.
18th, kind of a mixed bag. Means some things were good and some were not.
19th, low-key amazing. means better than expected without bragging about it.
That is a lot of expressions. But remember, you don't need to learn them all at once.
Pick 2 or 3 that you really like and focus on those first.
Use them in real conversations this week. Write them down. Practice saying them out loud.
The more you use them, the more natural they will feel.
And before you know it, they will just come out automatically without even thinking.
That is the goal. Natural, automatic English.
Okay, here is your challenge for this week.
Next time someone asks you how your weekend was, use at least 3 expressions from today's episode.
Do not just say, "It was good, thanks." Give a real answer with real expressions.
You can also write your weekend description in the comments below. We would absolutely love to read them.
We read every single comment, every single one.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a friend who is also learning English.
The best way to learn is together. So bring a friend along on this journey.
And that is a wrap for today's episode of Your English Era.
We hope you learned something new and useful that you can start using right away.
Remember, the best way to improve your English is to listen, repeat, and practice every single day.
Little by little, step by step, your English will get better. Trust the process. Let's talk about common mistakes learners make when talking about their weekend.
This is so important because sometimes learners know the vocabulary, but they make small grammar mistakes that sound unnatural.
The first common mistake is saying, "I have done a lot of things this weekend," instead of, "I did a lot of things this weekend."
When the weekend is finished, use simple past, not present perfect. The weekend is over, so we use did, went, ate, saw.
I went to the park, I saw a movie. I ate at a great restaurant, simple past, clean and correct.
The second common mistake is saying, I have rested the whole Sunday, instead of, I rested all Sunday or I spent all Sunday resting.
All Sunday sounds more natural than the whole Sunday in this context. Or you can say, I spent the whole day resting.
The third mistake is translating directly from your own language. In English we say, I had a great time, not, I passed a great time.
Past time exists in English, but it means something different. You pass time when you are bored and just waiting. You have a great time when you enjoy yourself.
So remember, I had a great time at the party. I had a great time this weekend. I had a great time with my friends.
The fourth mistake is saying, I did shopping instead of I went shopping or I did some shopping.
In English we go shopping, go running, go swimming, go hiking. We use go plus the activity for leisure activities.
So I went shopping on Saturday. I went running on Sunday morning. I went hiking in the mountains.
And if you want to use do, you say, I did some shopping. I did some exercise. I did some cooking.
Great distinctions. These small things make a huge difference in how natural you sound.
Now let's talk about how to describe different types of weekends. Because not every weekend is the same.
Exactly. Some weekends are relaxing, some are busy, some are social, some are productive.
Let's start with a relaxing weekend. How do you describe it naturally?
You can say, I had a really chilled out weekend. I just stayed home and took it easy.
Took it easy is a great expression. It means you relaxed and did not push yourself. You went at a slow, comfortable pace.
You can also say, I had a lazy weekend. Lazy sounds negative, but in this context it actually sounds positive and desirable.
A lazy Sunday is actually a wonderful thing. It means you had nothing to do and enjoyed doing nothing.
Another option, I had a quiet one. This is very British English. A quiet one means a quiet weekend, nothing exciting happened.
Very natural, very casual. If someone asks, how was your weekend? You say, oh, just a quiet one.
Now, how do you describe a busy and productive weekend?
You can say, I had a really packed weekend. Packed means completely full, no free time. Every hour was filled with something.
I had a packed weekend. I barely had time to breathe.
Barely had time to breathe means you were so busy you had almost no breaks at all.
You can also say, I was on the go all weekend. On the go means constantly moving, constantly doing things, never stopping.
Or, I hit the ground running on Saturday morning. Hit the ground running means you started doing things immediately and energetically from the very beginning.
And how do you describe a social weekend? A weekend full of friends and activities.
You can say, I had a really social weekend. I was out most of the time.
Or, I caught up with a lot of people this weekend. Caught up with means you spent time with people you had not seen in a while.
I caught up with my old school friends. I caught up with my family, very natural and common.
You can also say, it was one of those weekends where you barely have a minute to yourself.
A minute to yourself means time alone, personal time, private time with no social obligations.
Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you love being social all weekend. Both are valid.
Exactly. There is no right or wrong way to spend a weekend. What matters is that you can describe it naturally in English.
And now you have so many tools to do exactly that.
Let's do one final practice. I am going to describe my ideal weekend, and I want our listeners to listen carefully for all the expressions we use today.
Great idea, go ahead.
Okay, my ideal weekend would start with sleeping in on Saturday. I would wake up naturally with no alarm, maybe around 9 or 9:30.
Already using expressions. Sleeping in, wake up naturally, keep going.
Then I would make a big breakfast. Eggs, avocado toast, fresh orange juice, the works.
The work's nice.
Then I would hang around the house for a bit, maybe read or watch something. Just ease into the day.
Ease into the day, perfect.
In the afternoon, I would meet up with a friend or two. We would grab some food somewhere nice. Nothing too fancy, just a good casual place.
Met up with grab some food, you are on fire.
In the evening, I would cook a proper meal at home. From scratch, something that takes time and effort.
From scratch, a proper meal, beautiful.
Sunday would be my genuinely chill day. A slow morning, maybe a walk outside, call my mom, watch a movie.
Genuinely chill, catch up with mom.
And by Sunday evening, I would feel completely recharged and ready for the week ahead.
Recharged? That was a perfect summary using almost every expression we covered today.
That is the goal. Use the expressions naturally in context, and they start to feel like your own.
Listeners, try the same thing. Describe your ideal weekend using as many expressions from today as possible.
Write it in the comments. We genuinely love reading your responses.
And remember, every time you practice, you get better. Every single time.
Actually, one more thing before we go. I want to talk about something that a lot of learners struggle with.
What's that?
The difference between formal and informal English when talking about your weekend.
Oh, that is such a good point. Because the way you talk to your boss is very different from the way you talk to your best friend.
Exactly. If your manager asks, "How was your weekend?" you might say something like, "It was really good, thank you. I spent some time with family and managed to recharge a bit."
Notice how that sounds polished and professional. You use proper sentences. You sound composed.
But if your best friend asks the same question, you might say, "Oh, it was so good. I literally did nothing all weekend and it was amazing."
Literally is a very common word in informal English. People use it for emphasis even when they don't mean it literally.
I literally ate a whole pizza by myself. I literally cried watching that movie. It adds emotion and energy to what you are saying.
Another informal word you will hear a lot is totally. I totally forgot about that. I totally agree. I was totally exhausted.
And honestly is another one. We already talked about this one. Honestly, it was such a good weekend. Honestly, I needed that break.
These small words make your English sound so much more natural and fluent.
And they are easy to add to any sentence. Just sprinkle them in and your English immediately sounds more alive.
Sprinkle them in. I love that image. Just add a little bit here and there.
Okay, now we are truly done. This has been such a rich episode.
We covered so much ground today. Expressions, grammar tips, formal versus informal English practice activities.
All centered around one simple topic, talking about your weekend.
And that is the beauty of learning English this way. You take one everyday topic and you go deep.
You explore every angle, every expression, every nuance.
And by the end, you feel confident talking about that topic in any situation.
With your boss, with your friends, with a native speaker you just met.
That confidence is everything. That is what we are building here at Your English Era.
One episode at a time, one expression at a time.
Until one day you realize you are just speaking English. Not translating, not thinking, just speaking.
That is the dream, and it is closer than you think.
So keep listening, keep practicing, keep showing up.
And that is truly a wrap for today's episode of Your English Era.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being here with us today.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is learning English.
Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a new episode.
We will see you next week with a brand new conversation, brand new vocabulary, and brand new expressions.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. Keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.